Inflation. Inflation is the highest it's been in over 30 years. It just hit 6.2%. And this isn't surprising if you've been to the store at all in the last few months. Prices have skyrocketed by more than 6.2%, mind you. If you drive, you know that the price of gas has risen by more than $1 this year. At the grocery store, things like cheese, chicken wings, and raspberries are up 20%. This is more accurate. It is crazy. Now, thanks to these high prices, buy nothing groups are gaining popularity. These are groups where people give things away to their neighbors. It can be anything from waffle maker to furniture and even hair clippings. Buying, selling, and bartering aren't allowed. You just hand off an item you don't need anymore and can pick up something you do need for no cost. The goal is to limit waste and spending. More people could be joining these groups if prices continue to go up. See, a couple points here that I want to touch on. Obviously, my little fake cough. 6.2%, like common sense will tell you when you go out and look to the store that 6.2%, that's the official number that they're giving you. Either they're not measuring it correctly or they're lying to you, because you can go, I used this example a year ago, right when the lockdown when it eased a little bit and let people go out and shop. I went to the McDonald's where I'll go get coffee for $1, and then it was $1.50. Now that's a 50% markup. Look at the stock market. In this greatest, arguably, economic apocalypse in the country's history, you see $1.2 trillion of wealth created. Does that make any sense to you? Even personally, a personal anecdote, my personal portfolio, whether it be for my stocks, for my ground up real estate developments, or just for my property portfolio, institutional level size, it's up 100% year to date. Did I just suddenly become 100% smarter and better at what I do? Hell no. That's inflation. It's tied to inflation. Rents go up because the prices go up, so on and so forth. Now, that's one thing. In terms of these groups, one thing you'll always see with human beings, any social animal, but human beings in particular, is that we will group together and come together to find a way to survive and prosper if the current systems don't allow us to do that. This is a form of economic anarchy. Even though it seems innocent on the surface, look, you're basically taking people away from spending and not feeding this crazy inflation. In addition to that, waste, which is always a good thing, I think you can see this a lot more, and it does make a lot of sense. You have something you don't need to go to Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist for something that you really, you get $10, $20 for it. Is it really worth it? You give it to your neighbor. It's something that fosters community. It's something that makes sense. And unless they get this inflation out of control, you're gonna see you think this is an issue that we're seeing right now in the past year? They need to get that under control.